Welcome to the stream tonight, guys. I know it's a little bit later than I normally do, but welcome to the stream. It's a little bit later than I normally do it, but that's why it's a late night Danganronpa stream. Ignore the dead body on screen. We're gonna go over that in a second. But we're gonna love the chaos that is Danganronpa tonight. So I guess we should start with the dead body, yeah? No. I don't know, ask yourself the same thing. Makoto, I'm pretty sure she's dead. She has 5 metal poles through her chest. If she wasn't dead after that, I think... Yeah, I think it was a miracle. Oof, okay. I forgot what voice I gave him. Sorry guys, I'm gonna struggle with the voices a little bit, because I haven't played this in a little bit. No way! I seriously don't want to die here! Help me! I'm begging you, God, Buddha, Mother Earth, God of Space, King Neptune, anyone, just help me! I don't care who it is, just let me get out of here! Kira doesn't seem to be prepared to do any kind of investigation right now. Aren't you gonna help investigate, Chihiro? But I can't leave Junko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her. Okay, cool. Anything else? The monitor. That's it. The monitor Monokuma always shows up on. That's gotta be a clue there, or not. I'd better get back to the investigation. Someone's spying on us with that camera, but who is it, and what for? Well, yeah. We're gonna go investigate, guys. Okay. Yeah. First of all, I should head to the scene of the crime, my room. Wait. What? Me being legitimately confused because I didn't think we had Sayaka's death yet. Okay, well, we're gonna skip past the fact that I totally don't remember half of this, but it's fine. I remember that Sayaka died. Okay, so... Oh, Jesus. Okay, so let's talk to everyone first. Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too? I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Okay. Sorry, I can't really do a voice for her. It's gotta be like really deep and gruff, and that's kind of hard to keep a feminine tone to. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I shall follow your lead. I see. Oof.
By the way,
look how long his hair is. Like, you could fit a whole nother face. Like, if you kiss that man, that thing is going over your head. You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Hi guys! Sorry y'all missed the actual murder. Yeah, that's definitely possible.
You son of a bitch!
That dirty bastard!
Shit.
Anyone who raises their hand to a woman is scum that deserves death. That's what my brother taught me anyway.
Fucking dead.
So if I ever find the son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. But what if it's a girl that did it? Yes, he did.
Yo.
That'll all get sorted out when a time comes. Okay. Hey Kyoko. I quietly call her name while she was investigating the area, but...
What are you doing?
Oop, voice lines? What?
Isn't it obvious?
No, not really.
I'm searching.
Searching?
She was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of my room.
Did you lose a contact or something?
I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. Okay, thanks. Scratch marks. There are scratches and gouges on my wall and all my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? No! No! Somebody just decided to scratch up your room after they killed somebody. It looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it! I was right there in the other room. If only I'd heard something. That would not have been possible. Huh? Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof. I don't want to give her a masculine voice. So something could happen in the room right next to you, and there's no way you could know. Perhaps this was another of Monokuma's strategies, creating the ideal setting for a murder. Honestly! Evidence of a struggle. Okay, cool. Like, I feel like you should know that from walking into the room. You see, like, a sword on the ground, all these scratch marks. You would think. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, the sword's been taken out. So it's just the sheath, but... Huh? There's some scratches on the sheath. They must have been made by something sharp. But how'd the sheath get scratched up in the first place? Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. I mean, if you're gonna attack someone with a sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. It could just slide off in the middle of the fight. So why are there scratches on it? Okay. Not what I wanted to do. Yes, I know. Thank you. Okay.
Well.
Okay, thank you. I wanted to hit the sword. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself till now. I shouldn't be surprised it's coated in gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off parts of the blade and the handle. Yes, the handle especially is missing a lot of its coating. I remember the coating sticks to you even if you just touch it a little bit. Okay. Room key. There's a key on the ground. It has my name on it, so it must be my room key. No, it's Sayaka's. I'm sorry. If I remember correctly. Ah, that's right. We'll have to trade keys. When we switched rooms, we switched keys too. So Sayaka would have had the key here in my room the entire time. But wait, if that's true then, how did the killer get into the room in the first place? Could Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? After saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it, or opened it for any reason. Well, maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something? No, that's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms. And with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. So how did the killer... Switching rooms have been added to the truth bullets. Okay, cool. Thank you. Looking at the lint roller, it looks like there's way less than before. Did Sayaka see how dirty my room was and decide to clean up a little? I mean, but it's a lint roller. The notepad is still here, but I don't think it's relevant right now. Okay. Can I leave? Okay, so I missed something. Do I have to do each individual thing? Oh, I forgot the bathroom door. Oh. That's not what I wanted to do.
Well.
This is one of the monitors Monokuma appears on. Right now it's just showing the school crest. The drawers? The toolkit is still inside the drawer. I don't see any evidence that it's been used at all, which makes sense, I guess. I mean, it's mine, and I haven't had any reason to open it. I can't even imagine a situation where I'd need a toolkit like that.
Yo.
Yeah, seriously. Oh my god. We ain't exactly in the mood to be building fucking furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either, then?
What?
Not just me.
What?
Nobody's busted theirs out yet, as far as I know. Actually, we were talking about that yesterday.
By the way.
None of the guys have opened their toolkits yet, because why the hell would we? Toolkit. Okay, cool. So, can I go in the bathroom now? What am I missing? Done that. I've done those. I've done that one. Okay, no, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. I wanted to hit the table. Nope. I wanted to hit the knocked over table, but... Got it. Got it. What's that? I've already... I have to investigate every scratch mark.
Well.
Am I missing something?
What are you doing?
Isn't it obvious?
No,
I'm searching.
Replay this.
Did you lose it?
Listen.
Oh, okay. Are you a clean freak? Okay, so yeah, okay. I guess this is what we were missing. Huh? No, I don't think so, but what? Nodding, she glanced around my room one more time. Interesting. What's interesting?
Hey.
Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about your room. Unusual? What do you mean?
So...
I've searched your floor from one corner to another, and I didn't find a single strand of hair. Really?
Indeed.
Not one hair from the victim, not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here. Now that you mentioned it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like a lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it to...
See.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka? Or wait, was it Sayaka or the killer?
Well,
That's the question, isn't it? Oof. Okay, so now can I go in the bathroom?
hey,
I didn't mean... Oh, okay, so y'all got a reversed color image of the thing. No, I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push the panic down. Welcome back. Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. Ooh, that's a lot of blood. She had lost everything that made her, her. Sayaka. All at once, I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, and the urge to burst into tears. But I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up. I wanted to collapse, but that thought held me up and supported me. Oof. So it's her and the thing behind her. I told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now's no time to think like that. I pulled out the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. Is that your theory? Well, no, okay, so we got a scene with Junko that Monokuma killed her because after Sayaka's death, everyone was kind of, I don't want to say bitching, but like complaining about the class trial, saying how stupid it was, why do we have to do this when one of our classmates just died, something like that, right? And Junko agreed with it. And she was used kind of as a sacrifice for Monokuma to show, hey, if y'all keep acting like this and not following what the fuck I tell y'all to, you're gonna end up like her, and she got impaled. Because she, like, stepped on him. I pulled out the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object has been thrust into his stomach. That must have been the killing blow. You mean the knife in her stomach? But whatever they used to kill her, where did they get it? That's definitely something I should look into later, but according to the Monokuma file, it says Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure, but there's some sort of glittery texture there on her wrist, too. Right there, where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery. That definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is, there's some blood on her left index finger, but that's it. The palms of both her hands are totally spotless, so how come only her left finger? Sayaka's wrist has been added to the truth bullets. The stab wound in her stomach is what killed her, so when she broke her wrist, that must have been earlier on. I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she was already killed? So it's very possible that she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound. I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her, and there I saw... What? This one's one of the relatively easier cases, probably because it's the first one. Written in blood were the numbers 11037. That's not quite what I see, but... Did Sayaka do this? Now...
It would seem...
It looks like you found it, right, Makoto? The bloody numbers. That's most likely Sayaka's dying message. We're gonna do... that one. I've never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message. It's as if she wrote it with her life itself.
Right.
You often talk like an aspiring poet. But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 11037. I have no idea what that could possibly mean.
So...
The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she wrote them in that location while she was sitting the way we found her, it means she must have wrote them by turning only her hand towards the wall. If you were to write something in that position, do you know what the result would be? The result?
Well?
Think about it. You're not gonna tell me?
Makoto.
You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. Otherwise the case will end and you'll remain unconvinced. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you're not gonna tell me.
Makoto.
There's one other thing I wanted to ask you about. Do you know how the door to your bathroom got broken? Oh, you mean how it gets stuck?
What?
Gets stuck. Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit right in... The door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked. But once you learn the trick, it opens no problem.
Correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit in the frame, huh? But actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob. Huh? The doorknob?
That's right.
You didn't notice? Well, try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about. I did what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door. Huh? The doorknob. Sir. What the heck? The doorknob's practically about to fall off. Why is it like this?
It would seem...
Someone must have used their screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was obvious this was intentional. What? It was intentional? Why would someone want to do that?
So...
I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. But my bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathrooms can lock, right? She sat there for a while, lost in thought, and apparently was struck with a sudden realization. Apparently struck with a sudden realization, she shot a question at me.
Just a second.
I have just one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? Oh, well, I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms. So what you're saying is only you and Sayaka knew about it. Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I got the sense that she was really starting to get into all of this.
See.
Then that clears that up. Huh? What clears what up? I'm so lost.
Goodbye.
Same. I'll see you later. As if forgetting I was even there, she suddenly turned and left the room. Bathroom doorknob has been added to the truth bullets. Okay. I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once-over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. I should start looking into where the murder weapon might have come from, and also, I should look into the DVD Sayaka got. With Sayaka dead, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in that video, and on top of that, I'm sure there are some other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks, if they'll even talk to me, that is. Alright, so... Nope. I want to head to the DVD room in the kitchen. I can go away now. You don't like her? She's been a fan favorite for a lot of people. That's kind of surprising. Hina, are you investigating the dining hall? Oh, no, I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since we started. This is all a first for me, you know? I don't have the first clue what I should be doing. I know what you mean. And I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps me calm down. So I know I shouldn't, but I've just been kinda hanging around here. To tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed. Oof, okay. Kitchen. That does not look like a door. Oop. Found where the knife came from. There are all kinds of kitchen knives here, big to small, but it looks like one of them is missing. Like you didn't just see it not even 5 minutes ago in your crush's chest. Come on now. Was it missing from the very beginning or again? Yeah. I want to see
totally.
if she's... Oh, okay, shit. Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange, a knife just suddenly disappearing like that. Oh, so it wasn't missing from the beginning.
That's right.
Nope, last I remember, they were all lined up in a nice, neat row. So when did you notice one of them had disappeared? Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there, but when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying that the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Uh-huh. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. And you should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone that I didn't come to the dining hall last night. Which proves I didn't take it. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? What? Of course not! I would never! Hina, do you really think I murdered her?
I mean...
Well, she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean... You guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. On the other hand, two people becoming really good friends, then one killing the other is such a classic drama setup. When you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea. Girl, same. So DVD room is what? This one. Not what I meant to do. There's nothing inside. Okay, it's a DVD player. Okay, so do I have to go get Sayaka's, like, from her room or something? Alright, maybe I have to go get it from her room. I mean, that would make sense. Oh my god, they call it the Despair Hotel. Huh? This is definitely my room, but the nameplate has Sayaka's name on it. Oh. Huh? This is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. The nameplates in my room and Sayaka's room were switched? so all that effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. But why would anyone do that? Dorm nameplates. Okay, not what I wanted to do, but
Seems like
something doesn't seem right. The Monokuma file said Sayaka was killed in your room. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate? Yeah, I just noticed that. Thank you. Very strange. Mr. Naegi, what was Miss Maizono doing in your room? Let me just say this.
most suspicious.
I absolutely will not allow you to dispose of any evidence in the trash room. Do you really think I'm guilty?
Very strange.
So, why was Sayaka in your room when she was killed? Could it be because you are the culprit? No, you've got it all wrong. Sayaka and I switched rooms last night. He didn't even try to hide the suspicion on his face. Even if what you say is the absolute truth, you're still responsible for her death, wouldn't you say? Huh? After all, she wouldn't have died if she hadn't switched rooms with you, right? The reason Sayaka was killed is because I suggested we switch rooms. She's dead because of me. Stop being a fucking simp! Then it should have been me that died? Well, all we can say right now is that it is a possibility. If that's really true, then asshole. Alright, I should look to the trash room, actually. Because someone mentioned it, and so did what's-his-face. Minus the character development. At least Suki has character development. It's the end of the line! Okay, sorry. The trash room! This is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up. How do you get the gate to open?
You can't go any further!
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further!
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Who's on cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further!
No entry beyond. Okay, this is stupid. I'd bet it'd be faster to just go around and ask the others.
You can't go any further!
No. Okay, sorry. Yes. Okay, so it's this guy, right? Because he said something about the trash room, so I would assume it was him. I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning duty. Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? It just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the whole school would be flooded with trash in no time. I lose his nasally effect, and then he turns, like, into a weird accent that I don't like. So I formally applied for the position. I was gonna start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had a chance to get started. And since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash room? Of course! That's kind of what I'm aiming for, except I can't go that deep, and his voice is a little bit higher, so I'm trying to give him, like, a nasally, shut-in pervert voice, which, yeah, right about Mineta. It's my job. It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. And to do that, they give me the key to the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you're the least. But we're supposed to rotate. I can't do the lisp and the nasal. That's gonna take a little bit. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge too.
Very strange.
Wait, hold on. You need a key to get into the trash room, and only the person on cleaning duty has access to the key. What's the point in going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so we can throw out things whenever we want? That does seem more convenient.
So in other words...
Actually. Anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes the Blackened will graduate unless they are discovered.
So that's it.
So that must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. Stop! The thrill would disappear and things would become boring. Boring?
Hey, listen.
Anyway, more important than that.
Hey, you bastard.
Hey, fatty! Why'd you want the cleaning duty gig anyway?
Oh,
I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal?
You...
A liar! I know why you did it.
Like...
You want to dig through all the girls' trash, looking for and poking around at it.
there's no way to think about this in a common sense kind of way.
What are you talking about? All my love is for the 2D! Okay, oh god.
You know what I mean.
But there's all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe you'll get tired of 2D and then turn to... I would never get tired of 2D! After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily chose 2D. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures.
Give me a break.
How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, then there's an easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them from picking up trash and disposing of it. What?
What?
If you're as innocent... Oh yes, I know. The voice actor and Byakuya himself are completely different. Like, I absolutely love his voice actor. But the character in of himself is an asshole. If you're as innocent as you claim, what's the harm in it? That's not how it's supposed to! Anyway, on another topic, Hifumi, since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you. What? So now suddenly you want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma, or save a village, or beat a boss. I mean, I don't want to make one of my viewers sad, but like, as we play the game, he's not gonna get any character development. You're just gonna be a simp for simp's sake. No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around.
Got it.
Oh, okay. I can do that. So easy. So Hifumi and I headed down to the trash room. I like how all the items like waddle back. You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? You know, when I look at it, it makes me think. They said he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves a way out. Whatever, please, just hurry up. Okie dokie, leave it to me. Hifumi pulled a key out of his pocket and used it to flip the switch next to the gate, and then...
Mr. Naegi!
However, Mr. Naegi, surely you aren't planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend! You planned this all along! No! I just wanted to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy any evidence or not. But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind. Wait, maybe a parallel world? Whatever, let's just hurry up and keep looking. There are shards of broken glass scattered around the front of the incinerator. It looks like it used to be some kind of glass ball, just big enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Is this perhaps...
Yeah, isn't that? Do you know what this is? And they say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. Kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on any big city street corner. Gaze into it, and it'll show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that Miena girl who was on that quest to find that one guy. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? Who other than our patented stoner fortune teller guy with the afro? There's only one person it could be. They should all still be in the gym. I'd better find out for sure. Yeah, it's the stoner guy. There's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. It looks like a burnt piece of something. Sir, how do you not realize that's a sleeve? Or like a cuff? Or something? A burnt piece? Like a hunk? Like a hunk of burning love? No. Anyway, this is... It looks like a piece of cloth in its shape. It's a part of the sleeve from a button-up shirt. But now that I look about it, that's definitely blood on the cuff, which means... This is all that's left of some of the evidence the killer destroyed. But there are lots of people here with white button-up shirts. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. Well, yeah, all of you are wearing a uniform. Like, I think everyone's wearing a white button-up shirt. What? You made me come all the way down here and now you're not even gonna check it out? That's the worst twist I can imagine. That's not the kind of thing readers like at all. What readers? Okay. So, button, a green button, and a yellow button. There's no doubt that they're related to the big mechanism. This is the incinerator. It's way in the back part of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. Ah, and it's on right now. Do you see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes, indeed.
It's a pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going, and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave, okay? What? Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on! Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here.
Was it a fairy?
Perhaps it was the work of a fairy? Hifumi, do you realize what you just said? Huh? The fairy? No, you said the last time you were here, the incinerator was off. Yes, about that there can be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory.
I feel as if...
Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down here to check this place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. And since I'm the only one who has the key to open the gate,
Most suspicious.
it should be impossible for the incinerator to be on. And yet... So that means someone was able to switch on the incinerator without turning the gate. But how is that possible? Incinerator has been added to the truth was. Okay, cool. This whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was here last, the incinerator was off, and those glass shards and burnt clothing weren't here. What does it all mean, Master Naegi? Will you be confessing soon? Why me? Everyone already knows you did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one. It sounds like he's living out one of his comic book fantasies. Okay,
Very
alright, I already read that. Yes, I already read all this, thank you. I wanted to see if you would say anything different. I guess the fuck not. Everyone's supposed to be in the gym, which means they're gonna be past here. Is there a way to spray it? No, you're not getting your simp juice today.
Listen to me!
Do you have a second, Makoto? I've uncovered something most unusual. The door to everyone's dorm has a nameplate on it to show whose room it is, right?
You hear me?
Well, it just so happens... Wait, no, you might be the killer yourself. I can't tell you anything. Forget everything I just said. Forget, babe! Sorry, just a little joke. Even I do jokes sometimes. So stoner guy should still be in the gym. Hey Hero, can I ask you something? No, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out now. I've had enough. I gotta break free. Hero, snap out of it. Makoto. Yes, Discount Ida is great. Makoto. Like, yikes. I can't. I know what discount voice I want to give him, but I was never able to nail that impression, which makes me really sad. Makoto? What are you doing here? What? Hey, does this look familiar? Huh? That's my crystal ball! But it's all smashed! What the hell?
What the heck?
I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So how did it break?
What?
Was it actually just made of glass? And not crystal? Did that guy totally dupe me? No, I am so down for that. He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled the ball controlled the world. Was it seriously all BS? Let's put that aside for now. So you can say without a doubt that this belonged to you? Yeah, that's mine for sure. I probably forgot about it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. Left it in the laundry room? That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Shattered crystal ball. Thanks, Hero. That's all I wanted to know. Sure. Okay, hold on. Sure. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up from fortune telling for 2 full years came out to be like $1 million? $1 million? That's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. That's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him. Oh wait, no. I also need to talk to Chihiro about the numbers. Hey Chihiro, I was hoping I could ask you something. Oh, what is it? Before she died, Sayaka left a message. She wrote out the numbers 11037. Do you have any ideas what these numbers mean? Like, could it be a code or something? Sorry. No. Chihiro slowly shook her head.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I don't know. Okay, well, don't worry about it. Thanks anyway for trying, even though she doesn't know. Or could she maybe know more than she's letting on? No, couldn't be. Leave the joke. Yes. Okay, I have to go get Sayaka's tape. But I already checked the tape room, didn't I? I know this is just the front door. My dumbass is right around the corner. There's nothing inside. Alright, so I have to go get Sayaka's tape from her room. I would assume that's where it would be. Hers is the one with my nameplate. Tracking. Yep. Sorry, I skipped shit. It might not be directly related to the case, but it might be worth checking out anyway. I'm sorry, Sayaka. I need to borrow this DVD. Okay. That's what I was looking for. Now back to... Is there a way to, like, sprint? There is. Alright. Let's see what her tape says. It's gotta be awfully scary, because she, like, flipped shit when she watched it. I remember her, like, having a full-ass mental breakdown. I should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. The DVD that Sayaka threw in the garbage. I sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. I pushed play and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then an image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert. And standing on stage, front and center, was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there along with her friends. She had said were so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then that voice I'd come to despise so much began to float out of the speakers.
Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Suddenly, the screen went dark. And in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. What the? Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. But what I noticed even more than that was the figures of the other girls, who had all completely collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart.
Oof.
None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Without warning, the video got off. What the hell? That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get them? If that really did happen, everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? Ding dong, bing bong. Is it time for the class trial? Y'all are about to see me fail this.
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started,
Either that or wreck it. I'm not sure yet.
It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
You mean the one with your face on it?
See you soon!
Yeah, you mean the one, like, oh no, I just teleported in front of it. Okay, cool. They were like, you don't have to walk through the school again.
Yo!
You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you. I bet you were afraid you were discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me!
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. So they really are convinced that I did it, but I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then, who is the killer? The one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us? Yes, it's really one of the people in the elevator.
Is everyone here? Okay then, please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Okay. Do we want to talk to anyone? Or do we want to talk to anyone before we go into the elevator, or do we just want to go ahead and go? If you say Byakuya, I'm just gonna go into the elevator. Okay. I guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator. Let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Good idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right.
Makoto.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself. you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raised my voice to try and give myself courage, I turned, trembling with anticipation, toward the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was suddenly on the elevator. When I finally stepped on, the doors closed and the elevator started to move. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds towards the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes. Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. You finally arrived! Ta-da! What do you think? Doesn't it feel like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right?
Shit.
Not even close. It's total shit.
Well now.
Okay. Everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now, hurry up! My voice is gonna break doing that. We did what he said and found our seats. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else, which also meant it would be easier for anyone to transfer their tension and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. And so the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, sir, stop. A deadly class trial. Please tell me that's the end of it. Yes, please. Yes. Okay, so we got Monokuma file, evidence of a struggle, replica sword, the sheath, switching rooms, toolkit, the cleanliness of the room, Sayaka's broken wrist, her dying message, the door frame, the doorknob, the nameplates being switched, the missing knife, Aoi's account, trash duty, incinerator, burnt shirt piece. Okay. I should have 2 skills, right? That one. Okay. I'm either gonna fail this really hard or I'm gonna ace this and I don't know which way.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Yeah, just about.
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Sir. Sir.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Sir.
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
Stop.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary.
Stop.
Now, let the class trial begin.
I mean, I guess in a way, because a lot of friends turn into lovers, and in that way it might, penetrate. Anyway, back to the class trial. It's about to begin, the debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything, because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Okay, yes, please give me a tutorial. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak out one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions. Because it's the art style. With what this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into your truth cylinder. Use the left stick to aim, then fire with the triangle button. Pay close attention to each character's statements, and then use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of times, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the options button during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay. Evidence of a struggle. Okay, so I only have one truth bullet. Cool.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
No shit.
Yeah, we know that part already. And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bath. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
That's a lie.
I assert that the one who was killed and the murder took
in the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance.
How do I shoot?
To resist.
What? I didn't hit it?
I assert that the one who was murdered.
Yeah, we know that part already. And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
Okay, so it's
in
that.
the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bath. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, that's
wrong. Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked.
Chihiro never went into your room.
Things have been damaged. I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bath?
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Byakuya, shut the fuck up.
Sorry.
Okay, so
look,
what's
you're making cute bunny child feel bad.
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
It is a real trial. Okay, Okay, so once again, I only have one truth bullet.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
Incorrect.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Sorry if I don't talk a lot during the trial.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
They have voice lines, so I want to hear their voices and stuff.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Most of the time I'm focusing.
I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
Yes, please. You can concentrate by holding down the R1 button. Okay. How easy count? Okay, so it's something about the kitchen?
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret. Nobody was in the dining hall.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah! Get wrecked, Toko. Sorry,
Okay,
I actually really
hold
love
on.
Toko.
I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together, and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rules?
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case! Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife.
Yeah, you tell him, Makoto.
So I'm not the killer.
Yeah.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way!
Sure, but I can.
That's right.
Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
Oof.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed...
Actually, no.
Just spit it out.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room.
I mean, you're right, Chihiro.
I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
Ishimaru, you do know Sakura's a girl, right?
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
You couldn't tell by the name Sakura, by the skirt. I mean, don't get me wrong, boys can wear skirts, but like...
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility.
Oh, yeah, that's true! One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because... they're not here anymore. Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Oof.
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen.
She was a girl on a mission.
As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
The person who took the knife was the victim
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
You have to stop sticking up for her, man. You're being a simp.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all!
No! You're wrong!
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us some...
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery...
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Stop being a simp in the chat.
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there.
I mean, I get it, but come on now.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yes? I think it's like hair or something. I was correct.
Oh, now I understand.
Alright, wait until we're in a farther class trial. And
there wasn't a single hair on the floor.
I have no idea what the fuck it is.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
He has the same silhouette as the robot?
Precisely.
Who has the same silhouette?
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Huh.
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they...
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some... There was clear evidence left.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting...
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob on the door?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand. The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Correct.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Correct.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
Yeah.
No, what's wrong?
Welcome back. We are in the middle of a class trial to figure out who killed Sayaka.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right.
Same.
Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door...
I mean, I guess it is lucky in a way because it saved his ass.
That's not lucky at all!
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake. thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable!
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through!
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
Why do you sound so sad? Sir, I'm not dying yet.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched...
Then Makoto couldn't have done...
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up! Quit without saving!
But... what happened?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules!
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh! As a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you...
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
Oof.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Well, I was just wondering...
Yes.
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then... maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk.
No.
Oh! Trying to argue. Hello? Why exactly?
I got it!
I guess
Because
it's that,
Sayaka was
it talks
already
about-
scared,
okay, yeah.
remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place. Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Oof.
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, you can see me in my room, okay? Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows.
Ma'am.
When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words.
I mean, you're right.
When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique. But even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room. Huh? Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But...
Of course you didn't. Because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Ooh.
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch, but she must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what? Very well then. Pay attention. Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly.
The room that Makoto was
staying in.
No, it's wrong.
Yeah, I got it right. I was actually kind of questionable about that.
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually, and the nameplate on Makoto's room.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what they...
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other. So, and the one who switched the names was...
Okay,
I got it!
Oof.
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note. She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
Why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To pin a murder on someone.
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was whoever she invited over... We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over...
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes?
She did not kill herself.
Perhaps the answer to our previous question.
I don't think you can stab yourself in the stomach
struggle.
and write a fucking note. There is a suicide in this game, though.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there.
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you.
Stop. Stop.
And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room, and what led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. He is being sus. You don't have to call him that, though. Me and Akira both agree that that was a little, that was a little much. Okay. Stop. L1 to rotate the cylinder. So it's either the replica sword sheath or the replica sword.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife, but then the culprit...
And they killed her. And that's exactly what happened.
Incorrect. It was the sneak attack.
The culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Get it?
No, that's wrong.
Yes, I got it right.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword. Because the sword sheath had been scratched.
Are y'all okay over there?
See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath.
Are you mad now?
If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
So she's just being pouty is what's happening.
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife...
I think I get it! So the culprit came in, found the then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka so she grabbed the sword to defend herself. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they...
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the...
Because she never held the sword at all.
Her hands were spotless except for one of her, fingers, which had a little bit of blood on it.
You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean. So I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
I was correct.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right... In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she is...
Sorry.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
You being pretty or ugly or whatever has nothing to do with it.
No, that's not it at all. I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime.
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower
Ooh.
Oh, my.
You're no different. You smell like a big, fat, ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
Insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword...
I'm sorry,
that
Ishimaru
means
going, so anyway...
the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Oof, the shock's getting to me, guys.
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
If you connect the dots, that's kind of what it sounds like, because she lured someone to Makoto's room. I will skip all his lines from now on. Like, she lured someone to Makoto's room without telling the person that it was Makoto's room. Switched the nameplates and everything. Attacked first. So, like, what if she was planning on killing someone in Makoto's room and then switching the nameplates back and framing it on him? That would fucking suck.
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct?
That's another good point. She was the one that brought up the idea of switching rooms.
Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying.
You really like how she says Makoto, don't you? Makoto.
And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risk for one thing? Even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior.
And even if he did say that, right? Right, okay. even if he did said, oh my god, we switched rooms, what the fuck, Sayaka, right? Who would everyone believe? Sayaka, an international pop star, female, who can probably who can cry on command because she pulled that shit with Makoto, or Makoto, who they don't know at all. Shut up! Like...
I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation, a totally forgettable kid, or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Thank you, Toko, for bringing up my points.
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Ooh.
Just hold on! That can't be true!
So, to answer Kunimi's question, yes, they do, but only if you guess correctly. So, like, let's say, for the sake of pissing off the simp in the chat, Byakuya was the one that killed him, right? Killed her, right? If we guessed Byakuya, and we got it correct, and he actually killed her, Byakuya would die. If we guessed Makoto, or somebody else, everyone but Byakuya would die.
Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument!
Oof. Monokuma's getting tired of their shit.
You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it! Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
No, but he would die too, though. It's his life and everyone else is on the line. I mean, that's why you have the murder bear mask.
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this if we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka.
That's a lie. That's fine. Sim for the psychotic bear.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, it's wrong!
Yeet. Okay, sorry guys.
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Okay. Before we figure it out, I need you both to, all three of you. I need all three of you to take y'all's guesses now. There is anime boy art of him. I have some.
Dining. Wait, what did you say?
Okay, so you think it's Sakura. So you think it's Leon. And you think it's Sakura. Is that correct? Anybody else? We're gonna figure it out here soon enough.
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her. 11037. Written in her own blood.
Hey guys,
There
does
must
that
be
look
a
like
clue about
anything
the
to
killer
y'all?
hidden in there.
You're not supposed to use the spoilers, I tell you. Do those numbers, quote unquote, look like anything? There you go. You got it.
Well, before we get too far, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the...
Sure. I think we can all agree. What the heck do those numbers mean?
How about y'all just look at it upside down?
Hey, Chihiro.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning.
Of course.
Oh!
What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Oh no, he definitely is hot. Other than his long ass hair.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited.
But even if that really is an N,
'Cause, like, he's hot.
N037 doesn't make any more sense than before.
It's really hot, but also if you kiss him, that hair is going straight to the back of your head.
Rotate the image 100.
Oh my god.
Huh? You just shot. So, whose name?
Here's my answer.
He's just gonna cut his
The
hair.
key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking? It's just a bunch of...
No. She wrote that message on the wall behind her. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
See, I guess it doesn't work for me because I'm left-handed, so... Or I'm ambidextrous, I can use both hands, so mine are right side up.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer?
If you're not the killer, then why...
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto?
Okay. I'm gonna do that.
I got it!
Okay. It's either that or the crystal ball.
The burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense.
And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little chart piece, there's no way.
You're right. That alone isn't enough.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so. I got it! If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
No.
Interesting.
When it takes you 0.5 seconds, when it takes you a little bit extra to realize you're the one being accused.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence.
Nothing's wrong.
Half of these I'm so questionable about. I'm like,
Hold on.
that kind of
I
sounds
think I
right.
know how someone could dispose.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Honestly!
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was... Remember what you said? Fumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on!
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
I mean, she's not wrong.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
the ultimate baseball star.
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
So I actually have a really, really sad headcanon for this case. And it makes me feel worse for Leon than I already do.
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then, Makoto, Go ahead and review them with that.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But now here's what happened.
This one I think I got. Because this one's a comic. Okay, so let's start with... No, wait, no, so it goes later this way. No! No. I can't really say when I'm on stream. Sorry. Okay. This was behind him. And then he took the sword.
The killer is you! I think I'd better take one...
Okay, I got that one.
Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife.
Ah, dang. So that goes there. That goes there.
The killer is you. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka... The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying mess to keep the killer from noticing. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any... Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room.
I legitimately feel bad.
The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch.
Because, like, Sayaka was planning on murdering him, and all he did was fight back and, you know, continue to cover up his crime, but, like, he did it because he was fighting back, which absolutely sucks.
For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw, but the killer had the confidence to take a shot.
I don't think so. I don't think anybody can be punished unless they actually already killed someone.
And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire. The killer didn't notice this. Isn't that right, Leon? It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt. Seeing the ball, you thought...
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence?
So I'm pretty sure we...
Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time... Makoto.
Yes, please. Please tell me how to do this one, because I think it's a rhythm game, and I'm not the best at that. Bullet time battle, okay. I mean, you're not wrong. Like, I feel like that's enough evidence, period, but... Match your button presses with the tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Press the X button to lock on to an opponent's statement. Okay. Okay.
When the killer removed the screws from the
I can't promise that I'll be good at this part.
They didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have...
I refuse to acknowledge you! Stupid, 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 stupid!
It's the toolkit. I know it is.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lied! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! Stupid! You lie! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lie! Stop talking! Where's your proof?
This should prove it. The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of...
I mean... Oh, yeah.
But the toolkit in my...
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits.
Okay.
Stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit?
I'm sorry. Everyone else is talking
then...
so, like, politely and ready to end this, and he's over here
The screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this, I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
I mean, y'all are right. Okay, I'm gonna be right back, okay, guys? We're gonna get his, execution in a second. Okay, I am back. Did y'all drink water while I was gone? Did y'all touch some grass? Because some of y'all need it. Ooh, I got 78 mono coins. Okay, Guys, get ready. We're gonna get an execution.
Looks like you've
The
reached
very
your
first
verdict.
of the game.
Then are we ready to cast our votes?
Yes.
You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be
It is
punished for
time.
something so minor,
It's
right?
punishment time. I can't go that. I can't. Okay, hold on. It's punishment time.
Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice? Or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
You want to voice Monokuma? He's so fun to do, even if I don't get it just right. It's a really, really fun voice. Uh-oh, looks like you got it right on the money. The blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kawada. Look at his poor, terrified face.
Huh?
I mean, yes, but he's not allowed to give you the answer. You're supposed to figure it out or else it won't be fun.
Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka? I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. What the hell is wrong with you? Kawada.
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
That's why...
I killed her first.
None of you are any different.
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. I like that his beard spikes out when he's angry. It was... I'm sorry. It was complete chance that I wound up like this. I was just...
unlucky. That's all.
Yeah, like his beard is completely normal, but when it gets angry, it all spikes.
Hey, come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all, but when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here, with no way out. They're probably waiting for me. I can't afford to be stuck in here! The only thing that was more important to her than anything, her dreams, her friends. To have seen something like that happen to them, and Sayaka. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it, even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she descended into pure madness. What did you say? I understand, really, I do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us! This is all your fault! Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it. Everything. It's all your fault! Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma, but...
That's enough.
That's enough. She said it. Oop. Oop. As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it! That was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. That's barely avoided punishment you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kawada will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice! I had to kill her!
Yeah, that's it!
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment! It was self-defense!
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she'd shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room, and then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. It is not because you had unclouded intent. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So, that's why...
No, that's not... Stop it. I've had enough of this. Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka, do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either, because the one to blame is him! Say what? If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one that put us up to this situation. The mastermind!
Unbelievable.
Uh-oh, did you awaken your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up! Okay, well anyway, more importantly...
Chills! Kills!
Let's hurry up and get to what everybody's been waiting for. The punishment.
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Hey, come on
No
now.
more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Leon Kawada, the ultimate baseball star.
No!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
No!
Oh, you're not gonna like his execution. Also, did you know in the anime it took this exact same cut screen and put it into the anime? Baby, no! The moment of silence, guys. Can I get RIPs in the chat? Everyone say RIP to Leon. The poor guy is getting fucking beaten to death with baseballs. Yes, no, them like begging not to die is more horrifying than the executions to me. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. Byakuya does not give a fuck. Everyone else is terrified. Byakuya, Sakura, and Kyoko. Literally all three of them, their faces are the exact same. He was just sweating. He was just sweating.
Extreme!
Woohoo! Extreme! Man, my adrenaline is pumping out of control! You know what? I'm not even gonna try to voice those sounds. I think he got it. What's going on?
I can't take it.
I can't take this anymore. Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't. I can't take it.
Well?
Well, hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that. I think he got his own one.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you! What the fuck are... Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? It makes you make it sound like I'm I'm some dark, awful secret society kind of guy.
Say what?
Or, in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear.
Well...
So, why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make common sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think that's what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
Shit.
You piece of shit! I don't... Nope. I skipped it. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. You're panicking at the wrong disco. I'm sorry. What happened because more than one of you decided to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't come free of your regrets from the outside world. You're the ones to blame. Of course we can't cut free of the outside world. Being trapped inside in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of your school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey.
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Thrills! Chills! Kills!
Anyway, let's get back here. Let's get to the Blackened's punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for after all.
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I've said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later. Nope, it wasn't a chuckle, it was an evil laugh. Cool. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare tuned in reality. Or turned reality. Whatever. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no. It wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone. Their voices were dead. But it was in that moment.
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered in my ear. Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. And you wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However...
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her?
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility, but I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure if she could kill someone, or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the depths of your friends. The deaths of your friends, not depths. Okay, have a good night. I'm probably gonna wrap it up after all the dialogue after the class trial ends anyway.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free from such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths. I could never do that. No, I'm gonna carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well... I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? I'm kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. Oof. we're done with chapter 1. We lost 3 people that chapter. Ooh. You received the despair bat present. Yes, please. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and save, and then I'm going to... Can I leave? No, I need to do that in free time. I guess I can go ahead and go now. Do I have to go to sleep? Do I have to check the bathroom so you can, like, grieve her death? It's gone. She really is gone. It's almost like there was never anything there to begin with. Every last sign of Sayaka's existence has disappeared without a trace. It's just like he said. After the class trial, before we took the elevator back up, Monokuma told us.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I almost forgot. Since the class trial is over, I'll go ahead and dispose of all the corpses.
What are you gonna do?
It's okay. No need to thank me. Just seeing your delighted, smiling faces is thanks enough for me. After all, no one wants to look at a rotting corpse every day. That can't be good for your health. I haven't had time to mourn Sayaka and Junko's deaths. I'm sure that's exactly why he did it. It's a bad joke, a sickening dream, but I have to accept the reality of it all. I head back to the dining hall to meet up with the others.
So,
Hey, are you okay, Makoto?
Listen to me!
You sure took your sweet time. I was just about to go get you and drag you back here. Sorry. So, what happened? Was your room fixed up like he said? I imagine it would be pretty hard to sleep with a rotting corpse in your bathroom.
Hey, come on.
Jesus, that's fucked up, man. Why would you say something like that? My room was spotless. There wasn't anything left. Like the whole thing never happened.
I see.
Makoto. Hey, cheer up. Getting depressed isn't gonna help with anything, right? If we all work together, I'm sure we'll find a way out of here.
You got it!
So everyone, just try and cheer up and get back on track. Is that honestly supposed to make us feel better? Huh? We were already working together, and yet someone was still murdered. Anyone could betray us at this point. Now that it's happened once, it's a question of when, not if, the next one takes place. Yeah, because Sayaka made the first move.
Well...
But if we work together against the mastermind, nobody will have any reason to do something like that.
Stop talking.
Keep telling yourself that. I'll be over here in the real world. Working together, fighting a common enemy. Like it or not, it's not that simple. What do you mean?
Are you okay with this?
The mastermind seems much more powerful than we ever expected. They took over Hope's Peak, which was supposed to be well defended, and then modified it to fit their desire. They created Monokuma, which seems to be incredibly advanced, and they're providing for our every need. And the cherry on top is the execution we witnessed.
Honestly.
Everything has been planned down to the last excruciating detail. This is not the work of your everyday psychopath. Defying them may be too great of a risk.
So then...
Then what are we supposed to do? Anyone who truly does want to escape will just have to follow the rules. In which case, the only option is to deceive those around you and win the game.
No.
No!
What?
No what?
I can't take it.
I don't want to live if it means killing someone else to do it. I don't want to kill anyone else.
Huh?
Anyone else? What do you mean?
It's because...
Leon died because we all voted for him, right? It's no different than us killing him ourselves.
But...
But...
So,
If we hadn't voted for him, then we all would have died instead, right? That isn't what you wanted, is it?
So it would seem.
She's right. If you heap all that kind of blame on yourself, you'll turn into a full-fledged masochist. Chihiro, listen. You're not to blame. Not you. Not Leon. And not Sayaka. The mastermind is responsible for everything that's happened. We had no choice but to vote. I can't even imagine what would have happened to us if we refused. And in the end, it was Monokuma who ultimately killed Leon. So don't waste your anger on yourself. Instead, direct it at the mastermind.
As such, soon the doors to the... Oh, it was totally obvious before that you were See you, don't see you, see you? That's about how much I can see you, even when you try to hide. Now pay attention and remember this well. The burden of judging others is a heavy one to bear. So be well aware of your actions.
It is not time for bear puns.
Order and stability rely on the sacrifice and responsibility of everyone. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bedbugs bite.
What was that just now? Was he saying it's our fault what happened? That's pretty cruel, man.
Don't fuck with me.
That piece of shit! Who does he think he is? And so the day drew to a close. A tense, maddening day that saw the deaths of 3 classmates, Sayaka, Junko, and Leon. But this is just the beginning. Our despair has only just begun.
Okay, lift your arms up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now reach way up and bend way down. Tighten those muscles. Let's add a little strength, a little speed to those young bodies of yours.
Doesn't this just feel great? Being stuck inside like this, you gotta make sure to stay healthy. You're the one keeping us stuck inside. Don't sweat the small stuff, that's my motto! I sounded pretty cool just now, don't you think? Did you just fall in love with me? Am I just to die for? Am I just to die in writhing agony for? So, why did you call us here? Certainly it wasn't just to make us exercise. Just to make you exercise? Just to make you exercise?
Hey!
If exercise will make you laugh, exercise will make you cry. Now, if you keep doing these exercises, you will uncover the secrets of the Assassin's Fist. Passed down from generation to generation in the Empire of Darkness. The power can be yours. That sounds like the kind of junk a middle schooler would come up with. It doesn't matter, just get to the point. Did you really call us down here just to exercise? Of course not! You think I have that kind of free time on my hands? Okay, so then... I'd like to make an announcement. Every time you overcome a class trial here at Hope's Peak, a whole new world will open up to you.
The heck?
A whole new world.
You guys?
It really suck if you had to live here forever with nothing new to stimulate you. Besides, I know how you kids get these days with your ADD and ADHD. I gotta keep you motivated.
Very nice.
So go ahead, look around all you want. Enjoy the brave new post-trial world till you explode. With that, Monokuma disappeared, leaving us even more confused when he showed up. But a new world.
Could it be...
Is he talking about a way to get outside?
I wonder about that.
That seems unlikely.
Piece of shit!
Well, we don't know until we look.
Hey.
Whatever he meant, it seems we'll have to search the school one more time.
You hear me?
Okay, then let's split up and start investigating. When you're done, everyone meet back at the dining hall and we'll share what we found. You're basically a one-trick pony, you know that?
Got it!
More like a staple food source. Now let's get moving. Okay. Yes. So I'm not actually gonna investigate. Not yet, at least. There's something I want to do. And I can't remember where it is. Is it this? I think it's this. Okay, so since I can't do that yet. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and save and end the stream now. Thank you all for coming. I hope you come again and enjoy all my streams. Have a great night, everyone.